Hello, this is everything I cook and eat in a day on the day that I host Too Much Food Tuesday, the weekly potluck with my friends. I started by making some yogurt paste with a forager Greek-style yogurt, some salted caramel Orgain protein powder, and then on top I put a peach. I also had a bucket of coffee served with soy milk. My cat, as always, joined me for breakfast. Look at how cute she is. And then pretty early in the morning, I started baking the vegan and gluten-free chocolate cake recipe from Broma Bakery. There's no particular reason for me to be making a gluten-free cake today, but I like this recipe. So I started that, and then I also cooked in the Instant Pot some urad dal and kidney beans for some dal makhani. I also made a spice blend for using in the seitan that's going to go in my maqluba. For the rest of the seitan, I combined some vital wheat gluten, different spices, some chicken flavored broth, pomegranate molasses, etc. The seitan recipe comes from a Tumblr post for Sumagia from Nadia Cooks. I really like to use it in maqluba as a lamb substitute. For lunch, I had some of this leftover summer salad that I ate while I was working. Once my beans and lentils were cooked, I removed them from the Instant Pot. I blended a can of extra hot tomatoes with a fresh tomato, put that in with some ginger garlic paste and oil, added the dal back in, and then I slow cooked that with some butter for a good 6 hours until dinner. I also started making a yeasted naan dough. I used the forager Greek style yogurt again, so it's dairy free, and I just kneaded that in my stand mixer and then put it in an oiled bowl to rise. Then I have some of this sweet hazel spread, which is new from Break Free Candy, and I'm putting that inside the buttercream, so it's like a Nutella buttercream kind of. I also used vegan butter, vegetable shortening, powdered sugar, of course, and then I have a milk chocolate Ritter Sport bar that I melted, and I also put that in there to help it firm up since I had that runny chocolate hazelnut spread in it. And so then I was decorating the cake, and in between each layer alongside the buttercream frosting, I have some of this plant-based Nutella, which is like firm at room temperature, so I decided that would be a good filling. So I put like a pool of that inside the middle, so then when you cut into it, there would be like a nice layer of Nutella. And of course, I sampled it and it was delicious. Then I rolled out and made my garlic naan with just some garlic and vegan butter. I think I made like 13 or 14 of these. And then for the maqluba, I have some sliced up eggplant, zucchini, and fennel, and I just oiled those really well, and then I put them in the oven to roast. While that was roasting, I started peeling some potatoes, and then I boiled them in salty water. I added some spices and olive oil to the rice for the maqluba, and then once my potatoes were soft, then I put them in a pan filled with oil to make roasted potatoes. I'm also making stir fry, so here I am making a stir fry sauce. This is a very basic recipe from Foodie Takes Flight. And then I fried my steamed seitan pieces in some oil so they got browned all around. I coated the bottom of the pan with oil, and then I layered in some vegetables, including tomato, and I also tossed in some whole garlic cloves. Added the rice and chicken flavored broth. Finished my dal makhani. I added some cashew cream to it along with extra butter, some garam masala and kasuri methi, and then I chopped up my vegetables for my stir fry. My potatoes were done, so I had to season those. I have some Jono's Bloody Good chicken salt and also some za'atar, and then I made my stir fry. I have some Chinese long beans and cabbage, also a packet of tofu that I got from Blackbirds. Added in the stir fry sauce, added some extra cashew cream and cilantro to the dal makhani, and flipped the maqluba, and there we go. That's everything. Someone else also brought a delicious vegan mac and cheese. The dal makhani turned out really good. It was actually very spicy. After a savory plate, we cut into the cake, which was so sweet and so rich, and someone also brought a strawberry tart, which paired very nicely with my chocolate Nutella cake. And then we just hung out and we ate all my food. This food, by my count, served 11 people tonight. Did some knitting and some hanging, and then Collie said, all right, it's time to go to bed. Thank you for watching. That's all. Love you. Bye.